Look at this, Bull's literally having a quinoa taco salad for breakfast this morning. Today, or as part of today, I'm starting the process of re-editing my concert in the sense that while I'm very happy with the quality of the concert that I had back in October, what I want to do is I want to repost it and start using it, but not necessarily for free just yet. I want to take clips of it to use for free for content and stuff. But that being said, before I repost it as like a Patreon exclusive kind of thing, I want to re-edit certain things because there were certain parts of the concert where essentially the cameras weren't perfectly aligned with the music. So for example, I think the cuts could have been made faster, or there's a guitar solo going on and the camera's still on Emily singing, where, you know, so adjusting stuff like that I think will be really big. Not necessarily redoing the whole thing, but a good section of it. It'll also, I think, increase the pace of it a little more, but we'll see. So that's the goal, starting today, and I've been working on it for a couple of, I don't know, like an hour so far. And we'll see how long it takes. Hopefully no longer than 4 hours over the next couple of days, but alas. I'm cleaning up the footage a bit, but while I'm waiting for that to export, I'm gonna take a ride over to T-Mobile because we gotta figure out my camera situation, or my phone situation, I mean. Alright dude, you watch the house, I'll be right back, alright? Watch the house, okay? There's definitely a lot less access to entertainment, on-demand entertainment, when you don't have a phone, because like for example, I can't listen to Spotify, or I mean I don't even use, I can't listen to music or YouTube videos or anything while I'm driving. I just gotta be present in the moment, and I don't know, I kind of like it. There's definitely a tremendous reduction in distraction, in the sense that like I just passed a store and they on the sign it said this is our 90th year, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty remarkable. 90 years, like, you know, that's the 1930s. And I was like, just thinking about the US and some of the subscribers that I had that are in different parts of the US, and how some parts of the US are way more newly developed than say like the Northeast, or at least the East Coast in general. Then I started getting to, like, thinking like, well, when was like the Louisiana Purchase? Like, when did America start getting more developed, you know, in the Midwest and the West Coast in general? And I was like, oh, I was like, oh, I'll just check. And I was like, oh, I can't Google it right now because I don't have anything access to internet right now. I don't know what they just did, but let me tell you, T-Mobile just hooked me up in like literally 4 seconds. Like, I think I was, I don't even know if I was in the store for 2 minutes. So I haven't seen this before. So what you do, look at this. I know the restart where like you hold the up volume, where you hold the volume, increasing volume, and the power button. I know that'll send a restart, but apparently you hit the low volume, high volume, and then I think you hold power. I think is what they did. And they did it, and I was in there for like literally 2 seconds. It turned on. You know what? To some degree, I kind of regret fixing it. Like, now it's like my phone's buzzing off, and it's like, come on, man. Like, I actually like the non-interruptions, and to some degree, the not being able to be, like, for example, like, I'm meeting up with some guys tonight, and like now I'm like, oh, you know, I just was texting my wife, then I was texting Karen about something, then I was like, and then I'm like texting my dad. Now this is all in 5 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta text the boys to see what time we're getting together. What that means though is I kind of want to be a little bit more conscious of like setting boundaries with my phone, where like it's not attached to me all the time, which I'm actually pretty good. I mean, I don't respond to all a ton of messages. I really don't scroll a ton through social media. And one thing I want to be really clear about is I don't demonize the phone. I don't demonize social media. I think that they are both very great tools. I think that though how we can become attached to them is a different story, or how we use them is a different story, but they are great tools. Yeah, it's like alcohol to some degree. Alcohol is okay, at least what I believe personally is alcohol is okay to be enjoyed, but as soon as it's abused or becomes like a necessary part of your life, or like you can't live life without it, well, that's a problem, right? Same thing with your phone. Like, your phone's great, and it's great for communication, it's great for directions, it's great for all this stuff, but as soon as you can't live without it, well, maybe that's a problem, you know, like finding balance within that, you know what I mean? I don't know, just thoughts.